Good morning, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518. A nice Wednesday morning to all of you. Welcoming you to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. It's the 1977 One and Gone tournament as we now begin the Final Four. Today it's game 23. We are live from Royals Stadium. It's the number 5 Baltimore Orioles taking on the number 1 Kansas City Royals. The Royals are the last remaining team of the top pretty much of the top seeds in the tournament. Kansas City defeated Detroit in the second round and Texas in the third round. Baltimore went ahead and took care of Milwaukee in the second round and the Dodgers in the third round. So now we are in the Final Four as Forever Remain joins me here at Royal Stadium. The winner here will advance to the championship game and will play the winner of either the Pittsburgh Pirates or my upstart New York Mets, which really shouldn't even be in that championship game, but they were getting some very favorable roles in the 3 games they played, but we'll talk about them tomorrow, for that will be tomorrow's matchup. Today it's the O's and the Royals. It will be Mike Flanagan versus Jim Colborn as we begin this game here, this semifinal matchup. And these are 2 very good teams. The Orioles were 97-64. Kansas City was 102-60. So the Royals were only about 5 games better. So anything can happen with these 2 good lineups and some good pitching. As Forever Maine receives the first inside pitch, real cards, 1985 and 1999. There you go. Now you can enjoy the game as much as I do. And I'll be honest, as much as I love my payoff pitch, I'm actually beginning to lean a little bit more towards inside pitch lately these days. I don't know. Maybe inside pitch is a little bit more strategy. I'm not sure, but I don't know. I love them both still. So we should have a good game here at Royal Stadium. The winner moves on to the championship game. Starting pitcher for the 1977 Kansas City Royals will be Jim Colborn. He was 18-14 with a 3.62 ERA. Of course, any team that gets to the championship game, their best pitcher is automatically assigned for that matchup. Let's play some baseball. Let's see who will get there. Leading off for the Orioles will be center fielder Al Bumbry. We're ready to play here. And we start in Colburn's pitch, 3-5, and that is a blank. And Bumbry, 4-1, that's a ground out to third. Quick out number 1. Here is the second baseman, Billy Smith. 3-3, that is a strikeout chance. The 16 is going to be too high. Royal Stadium subtracts 3 from strikeouts and 1 from walks. No home run adjustment. So that's going to be too high. Billy Smith will swing 6-3. That's a fly ball to right. And now here is the right fielder, Ken Singleton. 1985 and 1989, 2 very good seasons. I have them all, or I'm almost having them all. I ordered 2008 today, but I have 98 and 2007 on the way. I've started all the way from 1956, and I've now made it up to 2008. As now we get into modern baseball. Here's the pitch to Singleton. Here's the pitch. Colborn, 2-1. That is a walk plus 10. And yeah, that'll walk Singleton easily with a 14. So Singleton trots down to first. The designated hitter for the Orioles in Lee May. Anything on a strat roll. And that is a 2. Nothing happening. Colborn's pitch. That's a 4-3. That is a blank. He's not tired. May, 3-3, and that's going to be a single into left field. Let's see. Singleton's base running rating is a 2, becomes a 3 with 2 outs. Single to left. It is a -2 to get to third, so that becomes a 1, and the left fielder's McRae is a +1. So a 1-2, Singleton gets to third base. It is a 6, and he's going to be thrown out at third. Side retired. A 6-2 lead runner thrown out as he tried to get to third base, and good old Hal McRae throws Singleton out at third, and that will end the inning. Ouch. So no runs for the Orioles. They do get a hit, but Singleton tries to take third base, and he will hold. That's the only thing I have a little bit issue with is the base running mechanics. I really would like the choice if I want to send a runner or not. Yeah, I've looked at the Merino boards, and they confused me just about as much as the master game did when I first looked at it for APA. And I'm going to be brutally honest, I do not think I still got to give APA master game a chance. And I love the Marino boards. It's not your fault. I know the Marino boards are made by somebody else, but right now I do not think I'm going to go deep into APA. I think I'm going to stick with payoff pitch and inside pitch. But who knows? We'll see what happens. I still got to give the master game. I still got to do a master game test, which I will do with the teams that are already came with it. I haven't ordered any new seasons yet for APA yet. I do wish, though, inside pitch would give me a choice if I want to send a runner or not. Pitching for the 1977 Baltimore Orioles in this game will be Mike Flanagan, 15-10, 3.64 ERA. He had a save. We go to the bottom of the first. Leading off for the Royals will be third baseman, the George Brett. Flanagan's pitch 6-2 is a blank. Brett 2-1. That is a line out right to third for out number 1. Next batter up will be the left fielder, Hal McRae, and he gets a nice cheer here from Royal Stadium for throwing out Singleton at third. Flanagan's pitch, 5-5, that is a blank. McRae, 2-1, that is a fly out to center. And next up is the center fielder, Tom Poquette. I put him in center field for his lineup. Well, the only team with the 2000 season. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. Other game companies will get to them. Joe Bryan at payoff pitch will, and I know sooner or later Chris Davis will get it for 2000. I think he wants to do 2001 next. That would be a great season to play. 1-6 from Flanagan against the lefty. That's a strikeout plus 10, and that 8 will get Poquette, and the inning is over. Flanagan guns down the Royals in order, 1, 2, 3. At the end of 1, we got no score. Top of the second coming up. Bears Den 007 joins me here at Royal Stadium. Leading off for the O's will be first baseman Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer, of course. Colborn's pitch 1-2 is a blank. Murray 1-4 against the righty. That is a single past second base. He will make it to first. Next up for the O's is the catcher, Rick Dempsey. Anything on a strat roll, a 9, nothing happening. Colborn's pitch, of course, infield is halfway. 4-5, that is a blank on Colborn. Dempsey, 4-4, that is a line drive and right to short. Murray will be thrown out on a 1. And he is thrown out. And he is. Murray, they caught him off in a great play by Freddie Patek, who throws to first to double off Eddie Murray. 2 outs. Oh, wow. Boy, the Orioles are making some base running mistakes early in this game. And that is your typical L6-3. Steeler fan now joins me here at Royal Stadium. 2 big base running mistakes by the Orioles. Here is Doug DeCinces next up with 2 outs. As Eddie Murray caught off base on a line out. Colborn's pitch, 4-6, strikeout chance. That 2 will get him. So no runs for the Orioles. They do get a hit. Bottom of the second coming up. We got no score. Al Cowens leads off for the Royals in the bottom of the second. This is semifinal number 1. We have the New York Mets taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates tomorrow in semifinal number 2. Don't want to miss that game. I don't know how that game's going to go. Flanagan, 1-4. That is a blank. He's not tired. Cowens, 3-4, and that's a ground out to second base. For out number 1, here is the first baseman, John Mayberry. Flanagan 3-2 strikeout chance, and that 10 is against the lefty. That's gonna get him. He gets out Mayberry. He gets Mayberry out. His left against the lefty 13 minus 3 is a 10. That's still a 10. He gets Mayberry. Flanagan strikes out Mayberry for out number 2. Second strikeout for Flanagan. He had 149 of them in 77. Here is the catcher, Darryl Porter. Flanagan 3-1. That is a walk plus 10. And that 16 will allow Porter to go to first. So after a good strikeout, he gives up a bad walk. Next up is the Royals designated hitter in Amos Otis. Strat roll says a 9-0. Flanagan's pitch, 5-3, error on a grounder. Otis, 1-3, that is a ground ball to third. The ball is hit to DeCinces. His error rating is a 9, but that's a 17. He'll have no problem, and he will throw to second to get Porter, and the inning is over. Nothing for the Royals except for a walk, and we still have no score at the end of 2. Top of the third coming up. Batting for the O's will be the shortstop, Mark Belanger. That is a 1-6 for Colborn, and that is a star line, and that's just going to be a ground out to third. One out, and here is the left fielder, Pat Kelly. Colborn 2-4. That is a home run check. That's a home run check on from Kelly. Kelly is against the right-hander. That is a 10. That is a 3, and that one is a goner. Pat Kelly gets a hold of a bad pitch by Colborn, and he sends it out of here. Home run for Kelly. Solo shot by Pat Kelly. He did have 10 of them in 77, and Colborn pitches him a meatball, and Kelly turns it into lasagna. And it is 1-0 Baltimore. And my voice is still gone. Here is Al Bumbry with 1 out still. When you see something like that, when it's a home run or a home run question mark on the pitcher card, that's like a wheelhouse from Payoff Pitch. So he threw him a meatball. Colburn's pitch here, 3-5. That's a blank. Bumbry, 6-4. And that is going to be a star line 5 and a fly out to left. And that is out number 2. And now Billy Smith. As Kevin Hayes joins me at Royal Stadium, this should be a good matchup. Yes, so far it's turning out to be. 3-6 on Colborn. That is a range play at the ballpark. Royal Stadium, 5-3. That is a ground ball to short. Freddie Patek's range is a 2. He will not make the play, and that's going to be a single for Billy Smith. Tough play by Freddie Patek, who couldn't make it, so Smith finds himself on first with 2 outs. And now a chance for Ken Singleton for the Orioles. See if the strat roll has anything. That is a 4, and nothing happening on the base pads. 2 outs, runner on first, 1-0 Orioles. Colburn's pitch, 1-3. That is a strikeout chance. That 12 is going to be too high. Singleton will swing 3-5, and that is a fly out to left. And that will end the inning. 1 run for the Orioles. They get a couple of hits. We go to the bottom of the third where the O's lead the R's 1-0. Colborn did give up 22 home runs in 77. Bottom of the third, here's the shortstop, Freddie Patek. Flanagan's pitch, 1-1, possible error. 3-3, that is a line drive it right to Flanagan. Flanagan has no error rating, so he will make the play easily, and is 1 out. Line out right back to the pitcher. Flanagan puts his glove up to save his face, and the ball goes into it. 1 out. Screaming liner. Flanagan didn't make any errors. At least he has no error rating. His range is below average. Here is the second baseman, Frank White. That's a 2-4. If Flanagan's strikeout chance, that 11 is going to be too high. White, 5-4. That is going to be a ground out to short on the star line. Two men out. Here is the George Brett. 5-2 for Flanagan. That is a blank. Brett, 5-6. That's a single into left field for a base hit. Brett will trot down to first on a nice single. The batter will be Hal McRae. Strat roll says a 20, and Flanagan throws to first to get him off. No, George Brett gets back there. Mike Flanagan tried to pick off Brett, but Brett saw it and got back in time. Infield is normal with 2 outs. 1-4 Flanagan. That is a blank. He is not tired. McRae, 1-6. Fly ball center field. That'll be taken away by Bumbry. He'll make the catch. No runs and a hit for the Royals. Still 1-0 Baltimore. People forget Flanagan actually was a pretty decent pitcher for Baltimore. He was a pretty decent pitcher. He didn't really stink. He had many good games with the Orioles. Remember watching Flanagan many times pitching for the Orioles against the Yankees when I was a young kid in New York. Top of the 4th. Here's Lee May for the O's. May singled his last time up. 5-2, that is a blank. 4-6 for May. That's going to be a ground out to short on a star line. 1 man out. Here is Murray. Murray's 1-for-1. Colborn, 1-4. That's at the ballpark. Royal Stadium, 5-4. That is going to be a triple for Eddie Murray. A T7. He smacks a triple to left into the deep corner of Royal Stadium, and Murray will find himself on third. Second into the game for Eddie Murray. And a chance for the Orioles to get another run. It will bring up Rick Dempsey to bat. With 1 out, they're going to call the infield in. The Royals will call the infield in. Eddie Murray has a base running rating of 2, becomes a 0 pretty much with an infield in. We'll still first check to see if anything on a strat roll. That is a 16. Ooh. Ooh, does Dempsey want to try? Dempsey has a good bunt rating. Does he want to try a squeeze bunt? His average is 226. Oh, do I want to try a squeeze? Why not? Squeeze bunt is going to be on. So I got to get the chart for that. Going to try a squeeze bunt by Rick Dempsey. First thing you do is you roll for Colborn. That is a 3-5. That is a blank. Here's the squeeze bunt attempt. The ball is hit. That's a 5. The ball is hit to third base. Dempsey's rate, that is a 5, and that is going to be, his base running is a 5 with the infield in on a bunt. It brings it down to a, brings it down to a 3 or 4. Either way, a 5 is not going to matter. That is going to be a successful squeeze attempt. The only play is the first. They're going to get Dempsey. Murray scores 2-0. Favor of the Orioles. That is a successful squeeze. Squeeze bunt works to perfection. Dempsey gets him. Gets him in. 2-0, and now 2 outs. So that goes as that is a sacrifice hit to third, and the only play was at first, 2 outs. Here's Doug DeCinces. Flanagan Cy Young in 79. Yes, he's correct. Flanagan was a good pitcher. 2 outs now. DeCinces the batter. The squeeze bunt worked. 1-5. That is a walk plus 10 with a 2. DeCinces will get the first easily. And now a chance for Mark Belanger. Anything on the strat roll there? That is a 20. Throw goes to first on a pickoff, and DeCinces gets back safely. Colborn tried to get DeCinces napping, but he got back. Colborn's pitch, 1-5. That is another walk plus 10, and that 16 will walk Belanger. So Colborn now having some issues here with control. 2 straight walks. The batter will be Pat Kelly with 2 outs. Thing on strat, a 5. Nothing happening. Runners at first and second. Fans here at Royal Stadium a little bit nervous. Pitch from Colborn. That is a 2-3 against the lefty. That will be a star line. And that's just going to be a fly out to left. 1 run for Baltimore on 1 hit and a couple of walks and a beautiful squeeze play. 2-0 O's as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Flanagan coming on the mound. And Tom Poquette leads off for the Royals. Flanagan with the pitch, 3-6 against the lefty. That is a strikeout chance. That 12 will be too high. So Poquette will swing 4-6, and that's a star line 4, and he grounds out to third. Next up for Kansas City is Al Cowens. Flanagan, 5-1, double question mark against the righty. A 1-7 would be a single. That is an 11, and that is not that. That is a blank. So Cowens will get the swing. 3-1, ground out, right back to Flanagan. 2 down. And now John Mayberry. Flanagan, 2-2, range play. Mayberry, 1-6, line drive hit to third. DeCinces' range is a 4. He will make that play easily, puts out his glove, and makes the play. Side retired. Nice play by DeCinces. And a 1-2-3 inning for the Royals. The Orioles lead it 2-0 here. Hope Brett's hemorrhoids are in check this game. Top of the 5th. Colborn will pitch. Leading off for the O's will be Al Bumbry. Bumbry is 0 for 2. Colborn, 1-1. That is a blank. Bumbry, 5-3. Ground out to first. Or is that a ground out? 5-3. Yep, ground out to first. 1 down. Here is Billy Smith. Colborn, 5-5. Home run check against the... Smith is pitching from is a switch hitter, so it'll be an even on the left side. A left-handed batter, 1-11. That is a 2. It passes. Against the righty, Smith is a 6. A 1-6, Smith hits 1 out. He does not. That is a blank, but he does get the swing. Smith did hit a home run in the last game, I think, for the Orioles. 5-4, and that's still a single for Smith. He gets on base. A single past first. Smith is now 2 for 3 today. I believe Smith did hit a home run. At least I thought he did for Baltimore. Let me see. Yes, he did. He hit a home run against the Dodgers, Billy Smith. So he does have a home run in this tournament. Smith is on at first with one out. Here is Ken Singleton. Strat roll says an 18. Nothing, let's see, nothing happening. Infield halfway. 4-5 on Colborn. That is a blank. Singleton 4-4. Ground out to second. Singleton's double play rating 3 + 1 is 4. Nothing from Colborn. That makes the shortstop the pivot man from Kansas City was Patek. He has no extra. So a 1-4, they turn the double play, and they do. So it's second base to shortstop, back to first, double play, inning over. No runs and a hit, but the Orioles still have a 2-0 lead. Bottom of inning number 5 coming up. Here is Darryl Porter. Flanagan, 2-2, range play. Porter, 4-4. That's a ground ball to second. Billy Smith is the second baseman. His range is a 5. He will just get there. Dives, makes the play, throws to first. Out number 1. Great play by Smith. Here is Amos Otis. Flanagan, 5-4. That's a strikeout chance. That 17 is too high. Otis, 5-3. Popped out to short. 2 down. And now Freddie Patek. Flanagan's pitch, 4-1. Strikeout chance. That 9 is going to be too high. Patek swings 3-2, and he flies out to left. And another 1-2-3 inning by Flanagan. Pitching only give up 1 hit, and that was to Brett. At the end of 5, still 2-0 O's. Leading off for the Orioles will be Lee May. He is 1 for 2. Give Appa another try with some mods using the master game. Yes, I will give Appa another try, another test game, probably trying the master game. But right now, I am not thrilled with Appa. I'm having a lot more fun with payoff pitch and inside pitch. Maybe a little bit more with inside pitch because of the extra dice rolls. Colborn, 1-1. That is a blank. May, 3-1. Starline 1. Ground out to second. Out number 1. I'm actually thinking of incorporating the 85 inside pitch with my 85 payoff pitch season. I might combine the games. I'm thinking of doing it for that season. I don't know. Thinking about it. I know some people told me no. Some people said it might be a good idea to have 2 games do 1 year. I have the 85 season for inside pitch as well. But we'll see what we do with it. Colborn's pitch. 5-2. That's a blank. 5-2 for Murray. That's a Starline 4, and that is a ground out to third. Murray was 2 for 3 now. He had a single and a triple. Next batter is Dempsey. Dempsey is 0 for 2. He does have an RBI on a successful squeeze play. 5-6. That is a blank. Dempsey, 5-6. Ground out to third. A 1-2-3 inning for Colborn. Rapidly moving ball game, but the Orioles still lead 2-0. No red teams today. Sorry, Philip Reynolds. No red teams today. Although we do have tonight on Payoff Pitch 85, we got the Yankees and the Twins. We got that game tonight on Payoff Pitch 85, Yankees and Twins. Yeah, I know, right? Peg it back for that 9,000. It would take me about a year at least to try to get all the seasons, unless but or maybe not. Who knows? But like I said, right now I'm not happy with the APA system. It's one roll, check chart, and that's it. I just kind of like how inside pitch flows and how payoff pitch flows. Bottom of the sixth, Frank White will go up against Flanagan. 6-1 strikeout chance. That 9 will get him. He strikes out White. That 9 gets him against the lefty. That's a 12. -3 is a 9, and he does strike out White. That is strikeout number 3 for Flanagan. 1 out. Here's George Brett. He's the only one that's got a hit for the Royals in this game. Flanagan, 2-2, range play. George Brett, 6-1, fly ball to center field. That is Bunbury. His range is a 3. He will not get to it. Is it single or double? It is going to be a single as the ball drops in front of him. He took a late break on the ball, but George Brett will get to first. Second into the game for Brett. Here is Hal McRae, infield halfway. Strat roll says a 5. Nothing happening. Yeah, I know, right? Right now, I'm not in love with APA. I'm not sorry I bought it. I mean, if anything, I might just get one season at least, and that would be the 86 season with the Mets. If I do. Right now, I'm having too much fun with inside pitch and payoff pitch. Pitch from Flanagan. 3-4 against a righty. That is a blank. McRae, 2-3. Single past third. That's a base hit. George Brett's base running rating is a 4. In order to get on a single 5, he has to be a 6 in order to get to third. He does not, so Brett will hold at second base. And now the Royals have a chance with runners at first and second. 1 out. Here is Tom Poquette. Can the Royals do well here in this matchup? Flanagan now in a little bit of trouble. 1 out. Infield still halfway. A 9 on the strat dice. Nothing happening. Flanagan will pitch. 5-5. That's a blank. Poquette. 6-1. That's going to be a double to right field. Poquette gets a double. So let's see what happens. We know Brett definitely comes in to score. McRae's base running rating is a 3. It's a double to right, -1, so it becomes a 2. The right fielder is Singleton. His arm is a +2, so he has a lousy arm. A 1-4, McRae will score. 5, he holds. 6, someone's out. It's a 2, and he does score all the way from first. Poquette's on at second. We got a tie game. Stadium cheers. Yay! Tom Poquette, a double into right. We are tied at 2 here. They'll go talk to Flanagan on the mound for a moment. And still 1 out. The batter is Al Cowens. Infield goes to normal. Cowens is 0 for 2. We know the Royals have a heck of a lineup. Poquette on at second. Anything on strat? That is a 9. Nothing happening. Flanagan with the pitch. 6-3. Strikeout chance. A 5 will get him. Cowens becomes a 7 with the adjustment, and the 5 gets Cowens. Big strikeout by Flanagan. That's his 4th. 2 outs. And now John Mayberry. Four strikeouts for Flanagan. Jim Colborn doesn't have a single strikeout. Well, first we'll roll a strat die. Strat die is a 10. Nothing happening. Flanagan's pitch. 1-1. Possible error. Mayberry, 6-2. Fly ball to right field. That ball is hit to Singleton. His error rating is a 3. That's a 16. He'll have no problem with it, and he'll make the catch. 2 runs on 3 hits for the Royals. They are back in this game at the end of 6. We are tied at 2 in this one-and-gone semifinal. Tomorrow we have the Mets and the Pirates. And for those of you who have been watching this tournament, if you've not seen the Mets games in this tournament, you might want to check them out. They were crazy. Upstart Mets, 22 seed, playing in a semifinal. Who would have thought? Team was awful, and they're 1 win away from playing in the championship. Top of the 7th here is Doug DeCinces for Baltimore. Let's see. Colborn's faced 29. That's 29 batters. He is still fine. Flanagan, 29 batters. He is still fine for now. DeCinces will lead it off. Colborn's pitch, 3-4. Range play. DeCinces, 3-2. Fly ball center field. The ball is hit to Paquette. His range is a 4. He will get to that easily. 1 out. So that is a fly out to center. Here's Mark Belanger. Colborn, 3-4. That's going to be another range play. Belanger, 5-4. That's a fly ball to right. This time the range play is on Cowens. His range is a 4. The Royals had very good outfielders. But he's not going to get to that one, though. That's a 6. Single or double? It's a double. It's over his head. Nice chance by Al Cowens, but that shot is over his head. And Belanger will go to second. Double for Belanger. The batter is Pat Kelly. Yeah, as soon as I say their outfielders are good, that one's out of his range. But all 3 outfielders for the Royals have ranges of 4. That's good. 4-4-4 in the outfield. Not surprising that the Royals won 102 games in 77. 1 out. Infield will be normal against Kelly. And a 16, Pat Kelly will, well, the bunt would be on, but I think with I think Kelly with a 256 average will hit away. Colborn will pitch to Kelly. And that is the 4-5. That's a blank. Kelly takes a swing. 2-2. Fly ball center field. That's put away by Paquette. Belanger, subtract 3 from his base running rating, is not going, so he stays at second with 2 outs. And now Al Bumbry. Strat roll says a 1. Belanger, 3. Does he try to steal third base? 13 plus 1 is 14. Porter minus 1 of 13. 1 to 13 for Belanger to try to steal third. No, not without Bumbry batting .317. No. I'll take off the steal and I'll let Bumbry hit. Colborn will pitch to Bumbry. 4-4. That's a possible error. Bumbry swings. 5-4. That's a star line 1. That's a ground ball to second base. White's error rating is a 3. That's a 16. No error. He'll throw to first to get the out, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit. A little excitement, but nothing happening there. We go to the bottom of 7, still tied at 2. Mike Flanagan will pitch to Darryl Porter in the bottom of the 7th. Porter is 0 for 1. Flanagan's pitch 4-1. That is a strikeout chance. That 8's going to be too high. Porter will swing. 2-5. Ground out to second base. 1 man down. And now Amos Otis. He's the Royal DH. Flanagan's pitch. 5-2-4. Strikeout chance. 18 too high. Otis swings. 6-6. Starline 4. He grounds out to third. Here's Freddie Patek. Would be interesting you play inside pitch with a strat roll to the letter. Yeah, it would be. I don't know. Maybe for the next one and gone, I might just do that. But the problem is some of those decisions are just so stupid that I don't think I could do it. I really don't think I could. Although I could make a decision where if it's 0 outs or 1 out, okay, on a strat roll, I follow it I make it hard and fast. 2 outs, I have the suggestion. I make the call. I'm thinking maybe I'm doing that. We'll see. Here's the pitch to Patek. Flanagan, 5-1. That is a double question mark, and against a righty, that's going to be a blank. That would be a 1-7, would be a single one. That's an 11. So that is nothing here. So it's a blank. Patek gets the swing, 1-5. He hits one to right field. That's a 17, and that is going to be a fly out. That's going to be a fly out to right. As that's way above the 7 here against the lefty, and a 1-2-3 inning for Flanagan. Score is still tied at 2 at the end of 7. I'm not surprised I got a tight game here for the semifinal. Might be more applicable for season replays. Yes, for season replays would probably be more applicable. But since we're not doing a season replay, that would be something else. If I was doing a season replay, yes, I would probably use the strat roll hard and fast. Remember, David Baseball Demos, who of course is a master at this stuff, okay, he uses it hard and fast. And there's nothing wrong with that. You can use it that. But it does say it's can be used as a suggestion, or all can be written. But it does say here on the chart, all can be overridden based on game situation. So I look at the game situation and see if a strat is available. Like the squeeze play. Yeah, that sounded like a good idea. If it's not, I take it off. Top of the 8, tied at 2. Colborn still has he's got 1 batter left before he is tired. Got 2 switch hitters coming up. Billy Smith will bat for Baltimore here on the top of the 8th. What do you do here? Do we leave Colborn in there or do we take him out? Like a bench coach. Yeah, he's my bench. The strat roll is my bench coach. Colborn. What do we do? Do I leave him in there or do I keep him out there? Top of the 8th inning, I'm going to take Colborn out. He will be done. He pitched very well, actually. And the Royals will go to the pen. And with 2 switch hitters coming up, I'm probably just going to go with their best relief pitcher. And their bullpen was good. Let's see what we want to do here. We want to we don't want to bring in the closer yet. Coming on to pitch will be Steve Mingori. Yeah, you can't expect the chart to understand. Yes, I do. Thank you, Steeler fan. I mean, that's how I do it. I mean, Dave would do it the same way. There are some things he doesn't like about the strat roll. Here's Steve Mingori. He will pitch for Kansas City. 2-4, 4 saves, a 3.09 ERA. He is a lefty. So Mingori will come out and pitch. He can pitch to 6 batters before being tired. Billy Smith leads off, top of the 8th. Mingori's pitch, 5-3. Strikeout chance. That 10 is going to get him. Strikes out Smith. With a 14 and a -3 there. That's an 11. And so Smith goes down on strikes, 1 out. Here's Ken Singleton. That is a 3-6 Mingori. That is a blank. He is not tired. Singleton 3-2. Single past first base for a base hit. Singleton gets to first. And that is his first hit of the game. Sorry, it's not being... No, Kevin. No. You're not being critical. Not at all. Not at all. Don't worry about it. I know you weren't being... That's fine. You guys have every right to go ahead and criticize the way I do it. It's okay. But just remember, I'm the one playing the game. Singleton on it first. Just a little jab at you guys. Here's Lee May with one out. Let's see what Strat has. Strat says an 11, and nothing's going to happen there. One out, infield halfway. Mingori's pitch, 2-1. That's a blank. May gets the swing. 5-2. Ground ball to third. Double play rating 3. +1 is 4. Nothing from Mingori. Third base, second baseman's the pivot man, which is White. He has no rating. A 1-4, they'll turn it. It is a 5. The throw goes to second. They cannot get May. 2 outs. So that is a fielder's choice. And now a chance for Eddie Murray. Keith White now joins me here at Royal Stadium. We're on the top of the 8th inning, tied at 2 in this semifinal game of the 1977 one and gone. And I thank everybody's criticisms in the chat. That's okay. If you think I can be better, that's good too. I have no qualms about accepting a useful idea or a useful criticism merely because I might not think that way. That doesn't bother me. I'm easy, guys. I'm very easy. Let's see. Anything on a strat? That is a 3. May, nothing happening. His attempt is a 1, but Mingori's a -1 as a whole, so nothing happening. Mingori's pitch, 4-3. Error on a grounder. Murray swings 4-3. Ground ball to first. So Mayberry's error rating is a 4. That is a 9, so there's no error. Now we check the C. And so that's going to be an easy play there by Mayberry. He makes the play. He'll toss it over to Mingori to get the out, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit for the O's. Could we be looking at another extra inning game? Both pitchers have done a fine job. Bottom of the 8th, still tied at 2. Mike Flanagan will be tired after the third batter. Frank White, you got 2 rights and a left. Mike Flanagan's going to come out the game. They're going to go to the pen now for the Orioles. Let's see who they want to bring in. Probably bring in a righty. I changed my mind. Flanagan will stay in. He can stay in for 3 more batters. Why? Because the Oriole bullpen is kind of meh. Want to save him from a better opportunity. Mike Flanagan will continue to pitch. Frank White leads off for the Royals. Let's see if I made the right call. 3-2 strikeout chance. 11 too high. White will swing. 5-4. Starline 3. He grounds out to short. Out number 1. Try to get 1 more inning out of Flanagan. Here is George Brett. Brett is 2 for 3 today, and he scored. Still have to play the other semifinal. Yes, that will be tomorrow. That's the Mets and the Pirates. The game is at Pittsburgh. And it will be Craig Swan pitching for the Mets. And I believe he's taking on, I forget who's taking on for the Pirates. I believe I got Craig Swan who's going to choose pitch for the Mets in that game. It was a toss-up between him and shoot. Forgive me, guys, but I think that's what I'm going to have. Hold on a minute. You asked me a question. Let's see if I can get you an answer. Hold on. Timeout. Let's see here. I believe that's going to be Swan for the Mets. It was a choice between Swan and John Matlack. I went with Craig Swan for that game for the Mets. So I know Swan's going to pitch. For the Pirates, It's going to be Bruce Keeson. So it's going to be Swan. It's going to be Swan versus Keeson tomorrow. I had a choice between Matlack and Swan. I went with Swan because he had a couple of extra wins. 1 out. Flanagan's pitch. 1-6 against the lefty. Strikeout plus 10. And that's not going to be too high. Brett becomes a 14. Minus 3 is 11. That's a 15. Brett does not strike out. He gets the swing. 2-5. But it is a star line 6, and he flies out to center. Two men down, and now Hal McRae. Yes, the new definition of Miracle Mets. You do realize that the games against the Red Sox and the Yankees ended the exact same way. On a range play, double play to Harrelson. Flanagan's pitch, 6-5. That's at the ballpark. McRae swings 5-3. That is a ground out to short. And a 1-2-3 inning for Flanagan. And he does the job. That will be his last inning. We are tied at 2 at the end of 8. Flanagan automatically coming out. He will definitely have not pitched the 9th. As we go to the top of the 9th inning, Steve Mangori is going to come out. He has done his job. As the Royals will go to the pen, probably bring in a righty. And they will bring in Mark Littell. Mark Littell will pitch for the Royals now. 8-4, 12 saves, 3.70 ERA. Try to keep this a 2-2 game here in the top of the 9th. Rick Dempsey leads off for Baltimore. He will hit. Littell's pitch, 1-5. That's a range play. Dempsey swings 6-6. It's a ground ball to first. The ball is hit to Mayberry. His range is a 2. And he will make the play. Makes a nice stop. Mark Littell comes over to cover the bag. That's out number 1. Nice play by Mayberry. On a ground ball to first. Here is Doug DeCinces. DeCinces is, what's he done here? DeCinces is 0 for 2 with a walk. Who did the Mets beat in the first round? The Twins. The Minnesota Twins. Mets have beaten 3 American League teams. And, of course, we use the DH. So, yeah, of course, the Mets get the extra batter. Bruce Beauclair was their DH and really didn't factor much in the 3 games. It doesn't matter whether you got the DH or not. Both teams have it. Littell will pitch to DeCinces. 6-1 against a righty. That's a blank. DeCinces swings 3-6. Ground out to third. That's out number 2. And now Mark Belanger. Littell, 5-6. That's a walk plus 10. And that 19 is going to be too high. Mark Belanger, that becomes a 21, but minus the 3 at Royal Stadium is an 18. That's a 19. He can't walk, so Belanger will swing. 6-2, and against the righty, he gets on base anyway with a single to past second base. Belanger gets his second hit of the game. Go-ahead run on first base for Belanger. The batter will be Pat Kelly. He will bat. Anything on Strat? A 2. Let's see here. Belanger, 13. Porter, -1 at 12. Pat Kelly bats 256. Mark Belanger, 60% chance to steal second base. Ooh, do I want to take a shot with it? 60% chance. %60 chance. I put a runner in scoring position if Kelly can hit one. No. I'll play safe. Littell will pitch. Call off the steal. Tim Pepper joins me here at Royal Stadium. Littell will pitch. 2-6. That's a hit by pitch. 7 minus 6 is a 1. That's a 3. No hit by pitch. So Kelly somersaults out the way. Now he takes a swing. And that is a 4-5, and he pops it out to second. So all that excitement, and it's just a pop out. No runs and a hit. We go to the bottom of the 9th. We are tied at 2. Another extra inning game is looming here. And what would you expect between two very good ball clubs in 77? Bottom of the 9th. Will we see some 9th inning drama? Tom Poquette leads off. Orioles will go to the pen. We'll bring in a lefty. And they will go with Tippy Martinez. Tippy Martinez, 5-1, 9 saves, 2.70 ERA. He becomes the new Orioles pitcher. He'll face off against Poquette in the bottom of the 9th. Let's see what happens, guys. Yeah, Kingman played for 4 teams in 77. He was all over the place. He was all over the place, Dave Kingman, but he is on the Mets roster in inside pitch. So those are the rosters we use. Like Tom Seaver is on the Reds roster. Inside pitch, I use the rosters with the pack. Martinez pitch, 5-5. Wild pitch, ball 1. Nobody on base. Do it again, 6-5. Wild pitch again, ball 2. Do it again, 4-5. That's a blank. Poquette, 3-2. Pop out to second base. And that is out number 1. Here is Al Cowens. Cowens is 0 for 3. Martinez, 3-3. Against the righty, that is a blank. Cowens, 5-3. And against the lefty, that is a fly ball to right field. Oh, if that was against a right-hander, that would have been a triple. Fly out to right. Oh, 2 outs. Kansas City missed a good chance there. The batter now is John Mayberry. Mayberry 0 for 3. Martinez 4-4. Error on a throw. Mayberry 6-3. Starline 6. That's a fly out to center. There's no error there. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Free baseball. Free baseball here. Get your free baseball. And we got more baseball coming up once again. At the end of 9, we are tied at 2. Yes, all the combines Kingman stats correct. You are correct. That's what inside pitch does. Unlike payoff pitch, where payoff pitch actually has batting cards, has player cards for every single team that the man was on, because that's what Joe Bryant does. That's one of the specialties about payoff pitch. Dave Kingman has 4 cards, has 4 cards in his 77 season. Would have 4 cards in a 77 season. So that's how he would do it. That's 4 cards. So that's what's special about payoff pitch. He cards every player. Inside pitch does not card every player. However, you can download extra players okay, for inside pitch if you need to. I really wish he would card him. I really actually wish he would. And I might actually ask Chris Davis, since I purchased every single season, if he could actually put together a package where he could card the extra players. I don't know. I might ask him. Who knows? All he could do is say no. Top of the 10th inning, we are tied at 2. And the top of the lineup of the order for the Orioles is up. Mark Littell will stay out there. He will pitch to Al Bunbury. Top of the 10th inning. Let's see how extra innings goes here. Littell's pitch 6-6 against the lefty. That is a blank. Bunbury 6-5, star line 2, fly out to right. And Bunbury is 0 for 5 today. Here's Billy Smith. Littell's pitch 5-1. That's a strikeout chance. 13 will be too high. Smith swings 6-2, and that's a fly out to center on a star line 1. And now Ken Singleton. Littell 5-3, possible error. Singleton 6-4, ground ball to second base. That's hit to White. His error rating is a 3. That's a 5. He'll make the play. Throw to first. The 1-2-3 inning for Littell. Nothing for the Orioles. And we go to the bottom of the 10th. ID Jester joins me at Royal Stadium. I salute the general. I hope your campaigning I hope your Italian campaign went well for Napoleon. Here is the catcher, Darryl Porter. He'll lead off against Tippy. Tippy has a couple of batters before he is tired, but B will pitch to Porter. Bottom of the 10th, tied at 2. Martinez will pitch. 5-2, strikeout chance. 2 gets him. Strikes out Porter. 1 man down. Here is Amos Otis, and that's going to be it for Martinez. They will take him out, and they'll go to a righty. Coming on to pitch for the Orioles will be Dick Drago. He will now come out to pitch. Drago 6-4, 5 saves, 3.41 ERA. 1 out, bottom of the 10th, tied at 2. Drago now the pitcher for the Orioles. Pitch from Drago, 2-6. Wild pitch, ball 1. Do it again, 5-3. That's a blank. Otis swings, 2-5 against the righty. That is a fly ball to right field. Out number 2. Looks like that was a great taking out Drago was the right move because that would have been a triple against Martinez. 2 down now, and now Freddie Patek. Patek is 0 for 3. Drago's pitch, 2-2 at the ballpark. Freddie Patek, 6-5, double center field. And the Royals have the winning run on second as Royal Stadium helps out Freddie Patek. And the batter now is Frank White. White is 0 for 3. I'm going to check the bench, see what I want to do here. And I think, let's see here. Will we make a pitching change? We'll make a hitting change. White is at second base. Yes. Frank White's going to come out. And since it's his extra innings, I can bring in the best stat available. And it's going to be Pete Lecoq who will come out and bat. Yes, people, Pete Lecoq, another great baseball name. Frank White will come out. Cookie Rojas will take over at second base if this game goes any further, as the Royals are going to trade away a little bit of range for right now a good hit. Cookie Rojas will take over at second base, but Pete Lecoq will come out to bat. 2 outs. Dick Drago against Lecoq. Lecoq batted 303 in 1977. Do I want to make a pitching change for the Orioles again? I really don't think I do, because Drago has the lowest ERA in the pen. And don't have many pitchers to begin with, really. I'm going to say no. Drago's going to pitch. Dick Drago will pitch to Lecoq. 2 outs. Bottom of the 10th. Lecoq in the center square for the win. Baseball Demos joins me now here at Royal Stadium. Freddie Patek on second base. Lecoq at the plate. Drago pitching. Infield is normal. 2 outs. Bottom of the 10th. Pitch from I will roll Strat. That is a 3. Patek. Oh, wow. Good chance to steal. But I think with a runner, let's see. Patek stolen is range of 10. It's a 9. Patek 16. Drago +2 is an 18. And the catcher, Dempsey, for Baltimore, has -2 of an arm. That would be a 1-16 chance for Patek to steal third. No. Let Lecoq hit. Let Lecoq hit. If you get thrown out somehow, no. Patek will hold. He'll probably score on a single anyway. Drago's pitch. It's a 4-3. It's a strikeout chance, and a 4 gets him. Drago strikes out Lecoq. Right-handed pitcher 9, -3 is a 6. That's a 4. He struck him out. Oh, what a pitch by Drago. And the inning is over. More free baseball. We go to the 11th, still tied at 2. The winner here will take on the winner of the Pirates and the Mets. That game is tomorrow. Yes, you guys heard me right. The 1977 New York Mets will be at the 1977 Pittsburgh Pirates in the second semifinal game tomorrow. If you want to know how they got there, you got to check out my games. You won't believe it. Top of the 11th. Lee May is the batter, and we're going to see a new pitcher for Kansas City as Littell has reached his point. So let's see who Kansas City wants to bring in. We got 2 rights and a switch, so I think we'll bring in a righty. Let's see. They will bring in Marty Patton. Marty Patton, 10-3 with a 3.58 ERA. He will come on and pitch for the Royals. And he's a long reliever with 11 batters. Lee May leads off for Baltimore in the top of the 11th inning. Bird is the word. Everybody heard about the bird. Yes, I want to see more of that, by the way, there, Dave. I haven't seen much. You haven't done much of anything. I guess work's been keeping you busy. I want to see more Mark Fidrich. Marty Patton will pitch to May. That is the 1-4. That is at the ballpark. Royal Stadium, 5-3. Ground out to short. 1 out. Next batter is Eddie Murray. Murray is 2 for 4, single and a triple. One against Patton against the switch hitter. That is a blank. Murray's hitting from the left side. 6-4 on Murray's card. Ground out to second base. 2 down. Must have been good pitchers to take out the Phillies and Dodgers. Well, the Pirates took I'll show you. Here's the bracket real quick, so you can see what happened here. Pittsburgh beat Cincinnati and Seattle. I'm sorry, beat Toronto. The Dodgers lost to Baltimore took out Milwaukee and the Dodgers there. Phillies lost to California. 2 outs. Dempsey the batter. Patton's pitch. 1-2. Strikeout plus 10. And that 2 will get him out. Strikes out Dempsey. 1-2-3 inning for Patton. And it stays tied at 2. Dick Drago will stay in the game, as the Baltimore pen is not very full. They only got a couple of pitchers left. Now, Drago will come out. Drago will come out, and Dennis Martinez will come in. Actually, no, wait a minute. Timeout. Timeout. Let me check my lineup. No, not Martinez. Martinez will not come in. It'll be Scott McGregor. McGregor is a longer relief pitcher. 3-5, 4 saves, a 4.42 ERA. And McGregor will pitch here in the bottom of the 11th inning. He'll go up against George Brett. McGregor can pitch to 13 batters. Long relief. Thinking the way this game was going could be a while. Bottom of the 11th inning. McGregor's pitch to Brett. 1-3 against the lefty. That is a blank. Brett, 4-3. Single past shortstop. Base hit. Brett gets his 3rd hit of the game. He will go to first. Next batter is Hal McRae. Infield halfway. I will roll Strat. Strat says an 8. Nothing happening. McGregor will pitch to McRae. McGregor's pitch. 3-1 at the ballpark. McRae, Royal Stadium, 5-1. Starline 5. That's a fly ball to center. 1 out. Here's Tom Poquette. Poquette had a 2 RBI double in the 6th inning to tie this game up. Strat roll. A 12. Nothing happening. McGregor will pitch to Poquette. Infield still half. 4-4 McGregor. Strikeout chance. 18 too high. Poquette swings. 1-3. Ground ball to first. Poquette's double play rating's a 2. 3. Nothing from McGregor. Shortstop is the pivot man. Belanger, no pivot rating. A 1-3, they turn it. It is a 2, and they do. 3-6-3 double play, inning over. No runs and a hit. We got more free baseball going on. Who will make it to the 1977 one and gone championship game? Still tied at 2. We go to the top of the 12th. Free baseball here. Get your free baseball. Doug DeCinces leads off for the Orioles. Marty Patton still on the mound. The winner here goes to the 1977 one and gone championship game. They will play either the Pirates or the Mets. It'll be an American League versus National League championship game no matter what. And whoever wins this game will host it because the Pirates are the 7th seed and the Mets were the 22. The Orioles were the 5 and the Royals are the 1. So whoever wins this game will host that championship game. Patton pitches to the sensei, 4-2 against the righty. That is an automatic out, and it will be a ground out to short. Out number 1. Next batter is Mark Belanger. I know, could be. We could see a Baltimore-Pittsburgh championship. Could be a Mets-Orioles championship, a rematch of the 69 series. Who knows? Although I've been surprised the Mets made it to as far as they did. 1-2 for Patton. That is a strikeout plus 10, and Belanger goes down easily. Strikes out Belanger, 2 outs. And now Pat Kelly. Patton's pitch. 1-2 again, strikeout plus 10. And Pat Kelly will go down with a 9. And Marty Patton has been excellent. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 12th. Still tied at 2. McGregor will come out. And he will pitch to Al Cowens. He'll stay on the mound. Cowens, Mayberry, and Porter here in the bottom of the 12th inning. McGregor's pitch. 3-5 against a righty. That is a blank. Oh, against a righty, that's a blank. It could have been a home run check, but it's not. Cowens will swing. 5-4, and he flies out to right. That could have been it right there. Oh, if Cowens was a lefty. Oh. 1 out. Here's John Mayberry. McGregor again, 1-5, range play. Range play, 3-5. Mayberry against the lefty. That's a fly ball to left. The ball is hit to Kelly. His range is a 2. Kelly can't get to it. Is it a single or double? It's going to fly over his head. That's going to be a double for John Mayberry. Mayberry goes to second. The batter now is Darrell Porter. Infield is still normal with 1 out. Mayberry, winning run, now at second base. Darrell Porter comes up now. Can he make a big hit? Porter, however, is 0 for 3. But with a 275 average, I'll let him hit. McGregor, check out Strat first. I will roll a Strat die. That's a 3, and nothing happening. Mayberry becomes a -1. McGregor's pitch, 6-1. That is a blank. McGregor's not tired. Porter swings, 6-1. Fly ball center field. Mayberry's base running rating is a 1, and he will not go to third. 2 outs. And now the batter is Amos Otis. 251 average. He will hit. Otis is 0 for 3. He's the DH. Oh for 3. You know what? Yes, I can go to the bench if I want to on that. Let's see. Who can I bring in here if I want to? Let's see. Do I want to pinch hit for him? 251 average, usually I would not. So no, I'll let him hit. Otis will bat. 2 outs. Anything on Strat? A 7. Nothing happening. McGregor will pitch to Otis. McGregor's pitch. 5-6. Against the righty, that's a walk plus 10. And Otis will trot down to first. McGregor walks Otis. And now Freddie Patek with 2 outs. They're going to go talk to McGregor on the mound real quick. Runners at first and second. Now Patek, the batter. Patek doubled his last time up. 2 outs. Anything on a Strat roll? Still roll for Strat. A 10. Nothing happening. Now McGregor will pitch. McGregor. 6-6. That's a blank. Patek swings. 1-6. Single past second base. That's a single past second. Mayberry's base running rating is a 1. Becomes a 2. To get from second to home, it needs to be a 2. And it will be. Mayberry running around third. Coming in, slides into home. Safe. Royals win the game on a single by Freddie Patek. Base running rating is a 1. With 2 outs, it becomes a 2. And a single and an S4 on a second to home needs to be a base running rating of 2. He will have that. Mayberry scores. Royals win. On an RBI single by Freddie Patek. And that's your ball game. One run, 2 hits for the Royals in the bottom of the 12th. And the Royals advance the championship game. They win this game 3-2 on an RBI single by Freddie Patek. Give you guys a final line score here. For the Royals, 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. For Baltimore, 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors. It's Marty Patton who picks up the win. Scott McGregor takes the loss. The Royals will host the 1977 one-and-gone championship game against either Pittsburgh or the Mets. Yes, Cookie Rojas was on that Royals team, exactly. Freddie Patek, RBI single, scores Mayberry from second, and that does it. What a win for the Royals. They will move on to the championship. What a game. Glad I did it. Who knows what tomorrow will be? You know how my Mets have been winning games, so against the Pirates, we shall see. Keith White, Tribe Fan 879, Steeler Fan 1933, Baseball Demos will remain ID Jester, Tim Pepper, Kevin Hayes, Steeler Fan 1933, Philip Reynolds, Bears Den 007. Thank you all for joining me in this exciting game. We will remember tonight we have the Yankees and the Twins, 1985 payoff pitch. Yankees and Twins tonight. I also posted the standings so far in Payoff Pitch Gamers Network, how the 85 season is progressing. So check that out. The next schedule will be posted later tonight after the Twins and Yankees as well. Thank you all for joining me. We'll see you guys later. Stay safe, healthy, smart, and strong. And we'll see you again later. Royals over the Orioles 3-2. They advance to the championship. See you guys.